My love, when they used to come home lunch, it was bikes. Not so much cars, bikes. But you could not cross the road. The bikes, hundreds and hundreds of bikes, the roads were blocked up lunchtime and at night for bicycles.
We finished at 11:45 and you would come out and the policeman would stop you at the gate, and as soon as it was time, he'd let you go. There's a big swarm of bikes. You'd all right home as quick as you could. And your mother or your wife or everything would have your meal ready, see. Then you'd go back and you'd come back and you rode like hell. And you'd clock it, because if you missed the clock, you lost a quarter of an hour or so.
Oh yes, when the works turned out after the lunch times, and especially in the evening when the shift finished, there was a mass of bikes coming down Oxford Road and that. My in-laws lived in Kent, and when they come off on holiday, they were fascinated to see all these bikes coming down there. It was just a mass of bikes coming down. Yes, everybody seemed to be on bicycles then. Yes.
All the bicycles coming out at 4:15. If I had a friend for tea, they didn't go unless they went before 4:15 or after 4:45, because you could not cross the road, and that is literally true. It was just a mass of bicycles for that half an hour.
It wasn't twos, they were just sort of right across the road, but you didn't take any notice. They were all lunch times the same. They'd go home for lunch and they'd come back
again. The workers are coming out.
All the workers are coming out. As Elaine said, you wouldn't think of crossing the road or trying to go out at that time, but perfectly hard. I never ever knew of any accidents happening.
No.
I also remember at a very early age being knocked down in Holloway with a horde of cyclists that are associated with Cowley Works in those days, and I finished up being wheeled back down to Sowgate Lane with the dustman in the open wheelbarrow. They didn't have any such clever things as they got these days with the dustman collections. And my mother came running up Sowgate Lane, sort of wringing her hands, and as soon as she saw me in the wheelbarrow, she chastised me and then gave me a slap for getting knocked over. That was my reward.